Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Oh, sounds useful. Another thing to do next time we go back to the Citadel. Alright, now let's see if I can leave and go do something else.
Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Trainer, can you just leave me alone for like 3 minutes? Literally just 3 minutes of my life. Just get lost. Enjoyed your playthrough on Digimon World 4? Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I didn't. I didn't enjoy playing it very much, but I enjoyed going through it with my friends.
Shepard, I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Torians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit and runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
Those darn British. Here they go again. Doing something wacky. Why is it always, if it's not America, it's the British every time?
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Alright. Do. Open up. I swear, if I walk back up to this galactic map and friggin' Trainer says, Commander Shepard, someone at so-and-so needs to talk, I'm gonna shoot her. I'm gonna shoot her. Oh, thank goodness. I'm free. Finally, after 10,000 years. Where am I? Wait a minute, where am I even going? Oh, wait, that's right, I wanted to do the Leviathan thing. Dock? Personal apartment. No, that's that other DLC thing. I'm gonna hold on that for now. I want to go to Dr. Bryson's lab.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
Oh, we gotta explore the lab again? I still don't understand why that exists. Energy emission tests by Hadley Derrick. Initial tests, artifact test negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions, no gamma or X-ray radiation detected. Follow-up tests, artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed here all night finding out that this thing isn't really important. Fell asleep at desk. Conclusion, artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. May be more useful than Leviathan in long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive study. Ah, you can tell at his conclusion that he's being controlled by Leviathan at that point.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
I agree. Hyper Kirby, welcome to stream. How's it going? My day is going well.
Interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Uh-huh. What else do we need to check that I didn't check last time? Don't forget about there being an upstairs. Is this Leviathan? Is this him? Is he a giant, like, space swimming dinosaur?
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
How would you know?
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's gotta be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
The answer is always upstairs. Also, Edie is a gamer. Joker is so lucky. He's got, like, the ultimate robot waifu. What more could he have asked for?
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Oh, here we go again. Find Anne Bryson.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do.
Oh, what's this?
Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
Interesting, interesting. Datapad.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
What about this?
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Task Force Aurora, current travel requisitions. Project Basilisk, Garneau. Transport MSV Kirkwall. Project Scarab, Bryson Ann. Transport MSV Icarus.
And Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
Oh, found it.
The Icarus. Here we go.
That was easy.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
Alright, that's nice. What's this?
What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attica Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best. The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Oh, great. Now you gotta find an access card. Probably in this drawer. That's a data pad.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes.
Ah.
According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Easy.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Didn't need an environmental suit.
Ooh, weapon upgrade. Okay.
Water recycling equipment.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets. Bryson's assistant, Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently. Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems.
What if I turn on this?
Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Ah,
Good.
easy.
Let's go get Anne Bryson.
He's done it. Back to the Normandy, boys. Mission accomplished. Woo! Taking longer to turn here than I expected. There we go. Woo! Okay, what do we want to do now, chat? Oh my word, there are 5 bajillion things that need to be accomplished. Got some stuff at the Citadel, that doesn't really matter. Sorry, High Command has requested help dealing with a distress signal on an Asari colony. Okay. A lot of these are just like, find thing, bring it to person at Citadel, which I'm not really that worried about. Find one in the Athena Nebula. Cillian Nebula. We do still need to find this pipe at the Citadel. Probably need to buy it from somewhere. Find a Reaper code fragment. Admiral Hackett has requested assistance. Oh, we do have the thing on Nevaria. And we do still need to rendezvous with Arya's fleet. I feel like that'll probably be a bit of a long one. I think that was DLC. Okay. I think I want to keep following up on the Leviathan thing for a little bit here, so let's do that. Let's go to wherever we had to go for the Leviathan thing to find Anne Bryson. Whoop. It's over here. Investigate Asari colony. Okay, okay. Lot of stuff, lot of stuff. Cerberus fighter base, that's Novaria. Speak with the Quarians at the far rim. That's the main mission. I do still really want to do that today because I think we'll get to meet up with Scan Dig Site. This is the Pylos Nebula. I think we'll get to meet up with Tali. Probably. And that'll probably lead into meeting with Legion. Let's go to the Pylos Nebula for now. I think we'll probably do the Arya DLC now that we have the Blue Suns and all that finished. I think we'll probably do the Arya DLC.
Signal confirmed.
Hey, nailed it. I think we'll probably do the Arya DLC once we, next stream. Once we start next stream. Start scanning this bad boy before the Reapers find me. Boom. What'd I get? Lost and found, sure. War asset, the Jovian dissertation. Well, goodbye, Reapers. I'm full on... I was about to say, wait a minute, wasn't I, like, out of fuel? But I'm full, apparently. Nice. Alright, gotta find the dig site.
I found something.
Nailed it. Namakli. An arid but habitable planet, Namakli was briefly colonized by the Pyrena Corporation, a consortium of Asari colonists and socialized Vorcha laborers. I can read. After an economic downturn, however, many Asari left the planet. The Vorcha population kept growing to the point where they bred faster than could be educated. Soon they turned violent and uncontrollable, and the colonies essentially self-destructed. Today, Namakli is a wasteland with little population, but Vorcha packs are scattered across the deserts. Settlers frequently run into these packs, discouraging recolonization. The lack of complex biota and scarcity of profitable metals drove the last few proverbial nails into Namakli's coffin. No one has stepped forth in the past few years with the will, the funding, or the firepower to establish a permanent colony. Let's get it. Scan this bad boy. Where is this dig site? Still further this way, huh? How far do I have to go for that? There it is. Boop. Search successful. Scans have located a close grouping of environmentally shielded habitats and an active power source. Closer examination is required to confirm dig site presence. Let's go.
Located Anne Bryson's dig site.
Let's touch down. We got Caden here. Screen is actually looking pretty full as far as characters go. I wonder if we will, like, I wonder if Tali and Legion are characters that can, like, join you in this game. I'm gonna be pretty disappointed if Legion isn't, like, a team member in the game, considering you get so little time with them in Mass Effect 2. That'll be a bit of a letdown, to be honest. They could probably fit 2 more characters on here. What if you give me Tali and Legion? Just give me those 2 and I'll be satisfied. Also, Javik was DLC, right? So he's not, like, technically supposed to be here? I feel like for this Leviathan stuff, Edie has been instrumental in it all, so we should take Edie. And then, I mean, we just got Caden back. We could take him. But we also haven't brought Liara on, like, anything today. Let's go with double waifu squad. Do. Liara, you need some weapon mods. Is this the best gun that you could have right now, actually? Wait a minute. Take off the weapon mod. And then no, not modify. Swap. Damage. Capacity up would be nice. Yeah, capacity up. That's accuracy, that's damage. Headshot damage, melee damage, eh. So yeah, just damage up. There you go. And then for your submachine guns, more fire rate, more damage, more accuracy, a little less capacity. Yeah, go with that. Yeah. There we go. Should be good. I have 10 points. Like, I don't even want any of this stuff at this point. Force and damage to frozen targets increases, yeah, recharge speed, sure. And then I can't do that. Give me a frag grenade, I guess. Maybe one day I'll use it. We're about to level up again. Edie only has 2 points. Let's save up for more defense matrix or overload. And then you have 10 points. Warp ammo. And then we need 1 more point to get you this last level up, which we will save for, because you're about to level up for it.